This is a Big Facts Network exclusive.
Okay, we live in the crib, vibing with Veto. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube at Vibing with Veto. Also follow us on the Instagram at Vibing with Veto. You already know the slogan. We vibrating higher, always chasing purpose over popularity. Check us out each and every Monday on the Big Facts Network. You already know. Salute to the team. I got my brother back for the third time. But we we elevating, you know what I'm saying? End of the year, you know what I'm saying? Every year, you know what I'm saying? It's good to see you, my nigga.
Man, great to see you,
my
brother.
boy done slimmed down and shit. Been in that gym.
I had to get in that gym. And I went through some traumatizing things in my life, man, that caused me to fall down a little bit, man. But I took that pain and turned it to health, man. You know what I'm saying? It made my health my wealth, man. So the last time you seen me, man, I probably was.
You ain't have no gut, though. You ain't never been fat.
I had a stomach, bruh.
Okay, you had a hoodie on the last time.
Yeah, I had a hoodie on. Okay, so if you look at that hoodie, I was kind of big. I probably about, right after bruh passed, my daddy passed, man, I probably about 195. I'm down to 180, but I didn't put 180. I done put some muscle on too. You feel me? I take that coat off, you know what I mean?
Facts.
But I really been keeping my jackets on and shit, cause everybody been telling me I'm small. But
but it's good if you feel good though, right?
Man, I feel great.
Well, that's what it's all about.
You know what I'm saying? I feel great, but the small part to it, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be like, I grew up my whole life being skinny.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at myself and be like, why you skinny as hell? I see my definition, you know what I mean? So I'm cool, man. You know, it feel good, man. I challenge everybody to go get themselves together, which I've been on that journey, you know what I'm saying? But I was forced to when my pops passed, man, because the way my pops died, bruh, he just fell dead, and it scared me, bruh.
So, if you don't mind talking about that.
I can talk about it.
When you said he fell dead, what do you mean?
My dad was washing his car, man, on March the 10th, 2024. He was washing his car at the car wash on Jonesboro Road, man. Shit, he was out there 51 minutes. I got the recording in my phone, bro. Like, watching his car song, he loved doing. He just boom.
Was it a heat stroke?
Nah, he had a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? He had a heart attack. They brought him back. He was the only thing that really made him just completely transition was he had a heart attack. He was out for 7 minutes. The brain can't get, once the brain go without oxygen for anything 1 minute to 3 minutes, you considered a vegetable if they bring you back to life. So they resuscitated him after 7 minutes of being down there. He was such a fighter, you know what I'm saying? He came back. By the time I got to the hospital, they put him on life support, you know, but he's on life support and he really like a vegetable, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, once we decided, you know what I'm saying, I went and made a whole lot of phone calls. I spent a little bit of money, you know, to get what's called a brain scan. I had that test ran 3 times. And shit, he had no activity in his brain. We pulled the plug. He passed in 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying, after that. So that just prompted me, man. My little brother was doing drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people around me, bro, that wasn't healthy. And I think that literally, like, woke a lot of us up. Like, you gotta get on your shit.
So, when something that, like, I don't want to say frequent, like sudden, right? I'm going to use the word sudden. When something that sudden just hits you, you know what I'm saying? Reality sinks in pretty fast, right? So, did that make your transition into, like, you know, working out? And, like when did you spark that to where it's like, man, I'm about to, although I want to eat better, I want to get in the gym and feel better, too?
I feel like death is sudden upon most of us anyway, unless we dealing with, you know, hospice or, you know, sickly people. Like, we don't never know when none of our times is, bro. You know, we all living on borrowed time. You know what I'm saying? God, if you believe in a higher power, whatever it is, you all know that we here on borrowed time. We don't know. None of us know how our story is written. You can play with your story a little bit. It's some people that done played with their story and tried to off themselves and they still live. It was your purpose. Your time hadn't made it there. For me, I've always tampered with health. I've always been active. I always played sports. I always consider myself lifting. But eating-wise, I had started on that journey. But for me, what it did when my pops passed, it started making me be more conscious of letting other people know. Like, I call my cousins like, hey, y'all look at this video. I don't care how you want to see it because I was already on it. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look, check it out. I was at the hospital more. I always been into myself, bro.
Yeah,
but
facts.
it just made me go a little harder. You know what I'm saying? I always been on my workout stuff. I would fall short at times because I would just get so busy. Now I don't put busy over my health. You know what I'm saying? I would literally be like, man, I'm gonna just get this little Burger King real quick because ain't nothing to eat. Like now I go without eating before I eat that shit.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just be conscious of what I put in my body. Not to say that it's going to give me a longer lifespan or whatever. It's just about the health, man. It's most people, we talk about hereditary and that shit not real, bro. You know what I'm saying? What you eat and how you're raised and the cycles of your life is what caused you to have the same shit your mom had. Your mom taught you how to eat noodles and bologna sandwiches. That's culturally what we do. That's why our families be equipped with diabetes and that stuff, because we do it culturally in our households.
Facts.
And I know my mama was a sweet tooth junkie, and I was too.
Man, to be honest, bro, like I don't really eat a lot of candy, but when it's around, it's like
I gotta have it.
Let me get like a little Reese's. Let me get like a little Starburst.
I ain't scared to tell you, bro, like, I had a mean ass sweet tooth. I'm talking about I'm pound cake. I'm gonna eat a whole pound cake in 2 days. Ice cream, man. Now I got a box of M&Ms in my truck right now. I've been had them in there about 3 weeks.
You ain't open them.
I eat 2, put them back, ride. If I get hungry or something, cause I be making long ride. Like to get to you today, it was an hour and 20 minutes. You feel me?
It was
hour and 20. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm a snacker. So now versus me buying the peanut butter cookies I used to like, the sweet one, I might go buy the toasted one, peanut butter, the 4-pack. Yeah. Right there. I used to have chips all in my car. Everybody who know me know, like, I got the snacks in the whip. I just had to scale back on some of that stuff, man, and just understand that it's certain shit that I can control. That's what I'm gonna be on. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So anybody out there, man, I tell people, man, health is definitely wealth.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That's a part of it, man. You are what the fuck you eat. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. So do you so what else besides kicking the sweet tooth? What else do you eat now? Like, are you vegan? Are you pescatarian? What are you practicing?
I play around with it, right? Because you know at some point I'm real into the herbs. You know what I'm saying? We say herbs, but herbs. Yeah, herbs. I'm real into herbs. Like, I'm super into that. So I'm still playing around, learning because I got high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've been had it since I was 23, 24. But I play with this because I've been around a lot of people that care about me that's in medicine. They'll tell me like, man, you don't need no medicine, man. A lot of that plays into who you are. So when you stressing, when you going, and I suffer with depression. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people are afraid to talk about them type of things. I've been suffering with depression my whole life and anxiety. I just learned that I had anxiety.
Were you diagnosed with this? Okay.
Yeah. But they could never properly diagnose me because the doctors don't really give a fuck. They don't care. You go in the doctor, you tell them what's wrong with you. They don't tell you what's wrong with you. You go in there, you say, hey, man, my heart been palpitating. You know what I'm saying? It's so many things in medicine that'll make your heart palpitate. Palpitate, for people who don't know, mean it's beating fast. When I was 21, 20, I was dating my ex. She was a medical assistant. She would go to the doctor with me. It's just like taking a woman to the car dealership.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, taking a man to the car dealership.
Yeah, facts.
She would go with me to make sure they ain't play with me and stuff like that. And we would just tell the doctor, he would give me a pill and say, this is going to stop your heart from palpitating. Not knowing I was palpitating stuff because I was having internal anxiety. So I would be having an anxiety attack and stuff. You won't even know it. Like, I'm not one of them people. Yeah. Like, I'll be real anxious or something. You'll never know it. But you'll feel my chest and my heart about to bust out my chest. And I'll be short of breath. And I've been like this my whole life.
This is during you playing
baseball.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Marching band, being a drum major, this being on TV, this videos. But it won't always hit me at them times. So I just ain't never knew what it was.
Yeah, facts.
Until my pops died. And when my pops died, it was amplified. I felt like I was finna die. Like I was walking around, boom, 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 boom. And I felt like I was short of breath. But then when I went and got the echo, I got an echogram. And that's a picture of your heart. And I'm sitting there watching.
Yeah, facts.
Watching it beat, and you can hear the sloshes, and you can.
Yeah.
They like, Eric, you okay? What's going on?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But my heart feel like it's beating out my chest.
Damn.
And my doctor was like, my cardiologist was like, oh man, salute him for sure. I got one when I go, he just sit there
Legit,
like we
he
sit
with
there.
you, he with you.
And he just talk to me. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, you know, you got to calm yourself down. You know what I'm saying? You probably were having bad anxiety attacks. That's what it feel like. It feel like you about to die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I lost the weight.
Damn.
I was scared to eat stuff. I was like, man, what's going on? That's why I say I was kind of forced in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to the gym, trying to run. I'm scared, man. I'm like, damn, am I going to die like my daddy died? Like, what the hell going on?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's something that I try to go to the gram every now and then and really just get people to realize. But, man, you know, our people, man, we so,
yeah.
geez,
That's why so I feel like, and I'm gonna chime in on that.
Yeah.
You have to be a leader with just showing people.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it. They gonna see what you doing, and then they gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Like how I just said, you looking good, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you doing? Yeah. Then that's when you tell them, because it's like you try to, man, our people, we think we just force feeding them. Like, oh, you got to do this or this.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Think I'm influencing for some money or something, man. I'm influencing because this who the fuck I am.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't worrying about no money. Money gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, man, when it come to doing this type of stuff, this stuff I love to do. I love to be me.
Yeah, facts.
Anything that's outside of being me, you might have to pay me to do it.
Yeah, facts.
Because I know how to do a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
But I just like to be me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I've been in a box, in a bubble, in a shell for so long. Well, when I started picking that phone up, I picked that phone up because I was an insecure young man growing up, like shy. I started picking that phone up, like, man, let me look at myself and critique myself. And I started putting that shit on the gram, and people started asking me, like, how the hell you do that? What you mean? How do I be myself? This just me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I gain that confidence in myself, man, I can't lose.
Yeah, that's,
you know,
that's
I
facts.
can't lose. How you feel about me is how you feel. How I feel about myself is who I am and what I know. Your feelings mean nothing to me.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, nothing. That shit don't mean nothing. You can critique me. I'm cool with criticism and all that, but how you feel, man, fuck how you feel.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the only person got to deal with this adversity and this shit that I go through every day, Veto. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
facts.
I don't care about that, and I'm glad that I was equipped with that confidence because I ain't always had it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when I got it and I gained it and I gathered it, man, shit, cool, man, I'm here. You know what I mean? And a lot of people take it as cockiness.
You just, I mean, confidence isn't cocky.
Confidence isn't cocky, but get what? Get me in the right mode. I'm cocky as fuck. And what you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this me. Get me in the right mode.
Yeah.
And, you know, we like to, oh, you think he know? I get killed with that shit. Oh, you think he know everything? No, I know what the fuck I know.
Yeah, you know what you know. And that's the difference. People don't have to listen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't have to take heed to it. You know what you know.
I know what I know.
Yeah, fact.
That's it. I know what I know. What I don't know, I'm going to sit there, I'm going to listen to you, I'm going to gain knowledge of it, and then get what? I'm going to still ask you some questions. I'm going to learn it, and then I'm going to talk about this shit too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? The road to $1 million got a many different ways. Just because I made that road to $1 million don't mean I ain't got to listen to another motherfucker who ain't made it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But a motherfucker who ain't never made it, then I'm going to be considered a certain type of way because I don't really want to hear what you got to say.
Facts.
Now, if you had it and you lost it, I want to hear what you got to say.
Because you already been there.
You been there. I go to the hood all the time. I love to sit in my old hoods and talk to the J's. I love to hear their stories. I want to know how you became homeless. I want to know how you got on drugs. Because guess what? Even at my age, bro, I never done a drug. I never been high a day in my life.
You never smoked?
I never smoked no reefer. Ever.
Damn.
The only thing I ever did was Quan used to play with me. I'll make my brother smoke. It was fun to him. You know what I'm saying? Him, bro, hit the weed. I never inhaled reefer in my life, ever. Never went in my lungs. I done puffed it in 2-3 times playing with him, but bro, I never took a drug. I took a Percocet because I got hurt. But recreationally, I took a perk one time, man, when I broke my shoulder. Man, the room was spinning, bro. You can't pay me to take that shit.
Yeah, you don't like that shit.
You understand what I'm saying? Never hit the booger sugar, but I grew up playing around with that shit.
Yeah,
so I always seen what it do to my. I got some people in my family that done abuse drugs. I done lost 2-3 of my people behind overdoses. Man, I'm not going to play with none of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand even when these people get on that. So, you know, my knowledge is my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And I hate when people be like, oh, you think you know? No, I only know what I know.
Facts.
And what I'm acceptable to be able to take in as a young black man, shit, hey, man, get like me.
Facts.
Feel how you want to feel.
Facts.
But, nigga, I want knowledge.
You
You understand me?
Yeah.
I want knowledge, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want knowledge, and I want to be able to overcome and understand and overstand everything. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, I've been through some shit, man. I'm glad I don't look like what I've been through.
Yeah, bro.
You
Yeah,
feel me?
bro. I want to ask you, man, and because we were talking about health, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll stay right there. What's one unhealthy habit that you're still battling that people wouldn't expect from you?
Shit, I have real fucked up sleeping habits. That's bad. That's real bad. I have sleep apnea. One of my bad habits is I like to relax, and at night I like to get ice cream, caramel, and peanuts. And I sit in front of TV and watch Fur 48.
That's
And
what you do.
I'm
Yeah.
battling that shit, bro.
You trying to stop it?
Oh my God, I need to stop it.
Damn.
Ice cream is so unhealthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love that shit.
I
Some
mean,
Edie's
I
ice
can't.
cream.
I can't even eat that shit because I think I'm lactose now.
For real.
But I used to fuck that
Here
shit
go the
up.
crazy part. The body becomes so immune to stuff, you wouldn't believe I'm lactose tolerant.
Damn.
So, like, I'm allergic to damn near everything you could think of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nigga, if I take my jacket out right now and put it on this without having to come in here with most of the time you see me with long sleeves on.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I lay my arms on certain stuff. I'm like a bubble baby. My arms will whip up. I had to go to the truck and get alcohol and wipe the shit, and I can see the dirt. So dirt makes me break out, in hives. So yeah, I'm allergic to everything. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. So how did you play baseball and shit like that? You gotta,
Body become immune. So me not even knowing this stuff, like when I eat, I love peanut butter. I'm allergic to peanut butter.
Damn.
I eat peanuts. You see, I eat peanuts fusefully.
Yeah.
But when I eat like peanut butter, like out of a Reese's or something, it'll take my breath away a little bit. But it's the same thing they do. The doctors used to make me take these shots. I only took one dose of them back in the day. I might have been about 21, 22. You take a shot because you're so allergic to all they're doing is making you immune to it. It's giving you the stuff.
What kind of shots was it?
It's like a allergy shot.
Okay.
But they give them to people that's like heavily allergic to stuff so you can function.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Outside, I'm allergic to dust, dirt, grass, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't be believing it until I see my body react to stuff because I've never had like a real episode where I done had my lips swell up with stuff, but I can't pinpoint what it is because I do everything.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? With shellfish and stuff like that, I don't have them type of food allergies.
Yeah.
But like
I was gonna ask you about that.
dust and stuff, shit, yo. But overall, bro, that I'm trying to kill the ice cream, bro.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Yeah,
I be battling that shit. I'm down to like once a week now. I was 7 days. Diabetes.
Nah, that's dope. I mean,
Put your mind to it.
Yeah, but this episode, man, I want people to get to know you. So it's like it's more so just like, man, we just gonna talk because we done talked about some of everything. So I got some questions. We just gonna
man,
kick
get
it, bro.
into this shit.
Man,
people been coming for me, man.
Yeah,
so you know what I mean, man. Let's put it out here.
Man, we're gonna talk
about
about the importance of money, the reality, the pressure that comes behind it. Do you feel like money actually brings happiness, or just silences your unhappiness?
Money silence your unhappiness. You know what I'm saying? If you're truly an unhappy person, because what money does for a person is it only reveals who you really are. That's what money do. Money don't change you. It allows you to be who you are. Once you get to a point to where you get something where you don't need nobody. You hear people say all the time, I'm straight. I don't need a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? You get to that point, you could be yourself, your true self. It only reveals who you are. So I'm gonna say this: it's a versatile thing. So it's like if you're an asshole, it might bring you happiness. You're gonna be more of an asshole.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? If you're an introvert, you're gonna be more of an introvert. I don't know how to move around. I'm gonna sit in the house and play the game all day. I'm gonna do what I do. If you're truly unhappy, money not gonna really bring you a certain level of happiness. What it does is for men and women, it unveils a lot of your insecurities. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas that get money and they start fucking with all these different women and shit, bro. They not fucking with women just because they got money. They fucking with women because they got insecurity and they can buy a part of a problem off of them. You insecure.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
So say that again. You can buy a part of a problem.
Off of you. You buying it off of you.
Explain.
So when I say that, it's like I grew up being a kid that was picked on. I wasn't Veto. Veto got the slick hair in school, good skin. The bitches liked the Veto. When we was in middle school and elementary school, Veto had 4 or 5 girlfriends writing him letters. You know what I'm saying? I was that kid that, hey, my mama had to dress me nice and I got attention from being dressed nice. Not because I was handsome or I was cute or whatever the fuck the women wanted to call. I grew up and I had an admiration to get me some money because I want to be like Veto. I was envious of Veto growing up. Veto was one of them guys that nigga got slick hair. He boom, boom, boom. I go give me some paper. Once I get that paper, my confidence shoots up. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't really up. That money just allowing me to be able to push a void that I've always had. Now I can make these women, I can buy the women to make myself feel happy, you know what I'm saying, to fill that void that I've always had. And that's what a lot of men are suffering with, and they're not honest about it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women give niggas power. You know what I'm saying? Some men like to walk around here and talk about, oh, this ho, 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 ho. See, for me, you know, when I started getting some money, I strayed away from that. Because I'm one of them people that's like, I don't want a bitch to like me because she think I got some money. I want a bitch to like my intellect. You know what I'm saying? I'm Saturn Scorpio. Like, I want a bitch to be, like, I want to mentally fuck you before I ever physically fuck on you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in my life, I get it put on me like, oh, you got a bunch of hoes, and that's how you feel about me. I ain't been always confident in this. I ain't always been confident in that. I always been confident in how I speak and when I let you in my room. You know what I'm saying? So when I started getting me some pay, like, I've been getting money. Yeah. That's the light part of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, money to me wasn't what I knew money to be. Finances were just finances. Shit, when I had $5,000, I had some money because I was comfortable and I was cool. And people didn't understand that, bro. So it's like, it do both things depending upon how you are. You know what I'm saying? If you're an introvert, you're gonna be more of an introvert. You know what I'm saying? If you want to party and get high and do drugs, you're gonna do more drugs. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a cult of people around you that do drugs. If you're a natural asshole, you're gonna be more of an asshole. You're gonna be controlling. That's what they do. You see some people with some paper, bro, and you be like, damn, that motherfucker humble as a motherfucker. Yeah. Humility is a part of him. That's because that's who that person always been.
Facts. I feel like, man, me with like more money than what I have, you know what I'm saying? I'll be just blessing folks.
You gonna be yourself.
I'm me. Like I do that now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can get $10,000, bro. Like, shit, it's on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to pay for people's problems, but like, I feel like I can help everybody. Yeah. And I want to help everybody.
I want to save the world. We the type we want to save the world. Yeah. When you look at the world, man, over 1 trillion people, you know what I'm saying? Just to give everybody $1, you got to scale yourself back and say, damn, can I really save the world? You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be a super giver. I'm a giver. I'm a natural born giver, but I'm so sheltered and like people be like, oh, that nigga mean as a motherfucker. Like, because I got this thing about myself. It's like, man, you ain't gonna use me. You gonna value me. And anybody could value anybody with some money. That's what people don't realize. If I'm consistently I ain't the friend that you could borrow from. I'm not that friend. Cause my money. Whatever I do to get my money, you send back. I look at it like this. If you count my pockets, we get up every day. We got the same 24. You follow me on Instagram. You see I put that up every day. I started that for real. I got 200-300 people I see that got my same shit. They posted every day. Another 24. Thank you, Lord. Yeah. We got the same motherfucker 24 hours in a day. What the hell make you think it's okay for you to go fuck up in your 5 hours out of your day you fucking, 5 hours out of your day you shooting basketball, another 5 hours out of your day you working, but you working what you working, and then you taking the other couple hours sleeping and doing what you want to do. But I took 20 of my hours to get me some money. And you send back like, hey, bro, let me borrow 200, bro, till I get paid next week. If you hurt now, you're going to be hurting next week. You robbing Peter to pay Paul.
How do people get out of that, though? Like you get out of that mentality. I didn't mean to cut you off, though.
That mentality comes from, a lot of it is taught. I'm going through this with my daughter right now. You know what I'm saying? What you eat, you are what you motherfucker consume. Let me put it like that. You are what you consume. Our kids are sponges. We were sponges until we got to a point where we could squeeze the sponge out. You know what I'm saying? And we could wipe the counter ourselves. You know what I'm saying? A white towel, whatever you wipe with a white towel, whatever it is, it's going to come off on there. So get what? I started wiping my white towel with water. It clear. You understand what I'm saying? I cleared my slate when I got of a certain age because I was taught a lot of bullshit. I was taught a lot of bullshit. I was brought up a lot around a lot of bullshit. My dad was a gangster for real. Like, not to just put the shit out there like that, but my dad did a lot of shit. I wanted to be like my pops. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be like my uncles. Like, these niggas did shit. You know what I'm saying? But I started learning, like, man, these niggas got some bullshit ass way. Yeah, facts. This what come with that life. This what that is. Some of my family members and shit like that, you know, my relatives. Like, man, what the fuck? So I try to teach my daughter the same shit that, hey, man, if you hang around bullshit, you are bullshit. Are you going to become it? You get what I'm saying? You're going to become what you put your mind around every day. So the way you break that mentality, man, is You know, you gotta if you working 10 hours, me and you work at the same job and we waiting on the end of our shift so we can go sit at the bar. I can't hang with you no more, Veto. I got to go hang with Buddy who working there overtime. I got to go in the back, the Buddy back here who working there overtime. Buddy working 14 hours. He pulling up goddamn in his own whip. We jumping in Ubers every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I got to go hang around Buddy.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's how you break them mentalities, bro. You get around people that really want to see you win. See, a lot of people don't understand it's a lot of people winning, but really
facts.
losing.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know what a win really is. They really don't understand what a win really is because we set our own bars in life. This what I want. Everybody got a different sheet of paper, bro. So get what? Multiple choice in school, shit. I wanna get that to the motherfucker who his shit look a little bit like mine.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So what I consume every day, bro, I deal with wealthy-minded people, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I try not to consume too much bullshit. I love you, but I can't fuck with you like that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't going to fuck my mind up. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
This motherfucker still
You got to unlearn a lot of shit, too.
Man, you got to, bro.
Got to unlearn a lot of shit.
That's how you get to that point to where your mindset could be working and hustling. And you got to understand that we like to say life is short. It is, right? But I don't live my life every day like I'm going to die tomorrow. I live my life like I'm going to wake up tomorrow and be able to do it again.
Facts.
When my road end is going to end, I ain't going to even know about it. I'm going to be done what I needed to do. So in the process of that, I know people that be like, bro, I ain't finna work my goddamn life away. But what else what are you living to do? Because you got to put a place of security in your life. I got a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, me growing up, I had 2 kids, my stepson and my daughter. He might not have understood what I was doing. She might not have understood what I was doing, but I was trying to get in a position to where this shit was never going to be how it was for me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Not to step on my mama's toes and that, because my mama did a great job at making sure we had everything.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? And she's done an even better job at making sure if something happened to her now, she got life insurance and all that. But when she was growing up, my mom was a young mom, man. We lived here, there. We might live with my great aunt at times. Like,
Yeah,
nigga,
facts.
we was struggling, nigga.
Yeah, facts.
But get what she taught me. And that's why I'm like this. Hey, man, I don't give my hustling story to no nigga. Bro, my mama was it.
She was
What?
the reason. Yeah.
3 jobs. So
Damn.
when I see women or men out here now begging and what the hell you begging for? Go get you. It's so much opportunity in this city of Atlanta, bro. You can go DoorDash. You can go cut grass. You got to have some type of hustle in you. You know what I mean? Like, it's a difference in hustling, and a hustler. Because everybody got some hustle in them.
Facts.
The hustle is getting up going to work. The hustler is the motherfucker working 3, 4, 5 jobs. That's the difference in this shit.
Damn. Yeah.
That's a hustler. That's why I got my brand, Pure Hustler.
Facts. We're going to talk about that too as well. So let's shift gears and let's talk about spirituality. Do you feel like spirituality grounds you, or do you feel like people are just trying to find something to attach to?
A lot of people search for validation in spirituality. And a lot of people are slaves to spirituality. So, like me, I grew up in the church. You know what I'm saying? I was forced to go to church when I was young.
Facts.
When I gained my own consciousness of what's going on, like, you can't really pay me to go in nobody's church. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the Bible is a form of slavery. It's forcing you to live a certain type of way that everybody trying to live, and it's somebody at the hems of that telling you that you got to live like this or you ain't that. God is a free God.
Facts.
You can go to God in any shape, form, or fashion and say, hey, man, this is what I'm going through. This is what I've been through. He already know what you've been through.
Facts.
And he know where you going. You know what I'm saying? He, she, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's just wrote so many different ways, and I just feel like people be looking for an outlet and things to blame and shit to do and to live a certain type of way, man. God say, live, come as you are.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Everything is interpretation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't walk into different people ministries, because it's all in the interpretation. And, you know, I think I said this before. I was blessed to be able to sit in front of a psychiatrist in 2006 because I had gotten in some trouble. And when she told me she teach, you know, like bishops and pastors and shit, how to hypnotize people, I looked at spiritual. I looked at all that shit way different then, because you ain't got to hypnotize me to believe in the Lord. When I walk in the church, that what y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to make me pay into something when you got all these people out here suffering and you say you got to live by the rules of the church to get help. But in order to be a part of the church, I got to give help. Yeah. Nah, man, I don't do all that. So it's like right now we got so much stuff surfacing around our city with religions and stuff. I don't talk it for real.
Facts.
I stay grounded to who I am. I'm gonna talk about God, and I keep it pushing. But at the end of the day, man, the way I live my life every morning. I get up and I say thank you, God, for another 24, for blessing me with an opportunity. I ask God to keep me being able to deliver my words, keep me healthy, remove any negativity from my life, man, and I move forward with that. And I try not to do wrong in front of that.
Facts.
A lot of people feel like because I got God or whatever spirit in my life, I could just do all this wrong. No, man, I believe in karma too. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in the devil too.
Right.
Because I fight with it sometimes. Like,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? That's where my emotional intelligence come in at. My spiritual side is like, hey man, if I do this to Veto, I got to pay for this some type of
You
way.
gonna pay for it. Yeah, like some type of way.
To.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at a point in my life, I done been through so much to where I'm like, damn, that might have been a little bit of my payback. You know what I'm saying? So it will have you living and in a certain type of box if you fall too deep in it and just not live. Man, God want us all to live.
Facts.
And overall, man, to be reproduced and to continue to just have faith in him. Whoever you believe in, faith will take you a long way.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that I do believe in, man. And I live by that.
Facts. Bro, I want to ask you, man. I'm gonna throw out some questions, right? And
Yeah.
like whatever comes to your mind, I want you to just answer as truthfully as possible.
For sure.
Gym or meditation?
Gym.
Why you say that?
Because the gym, I can meditate.
Facts.
It's a form of meditation for me. It's a form of, I can free my mind. I can go in there. I can be working on myself at the same time. And, you know, it's a physical outlet that
Facts.
just allows me to breathe and still be working on myself at the same time. So it's a form of meditation for me.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I go in there. I have to zone out to do some of the stuff that I do.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm in the gym, I'm challenging myself every day. And meditation is a form of the same thing, relaxing your mind and being able to get into your inner self and release. So, yeah, that ain't me. So I have to go in there and use it for that. So, yeah, I'm always pick the gym,
For sure.
even though I meditate.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
The biggest health lie people believe.
The biggest health lie
Yeah, that people
that
believe.
that everybody got high blood pressure. That's one of the biggest health lies that I think overall. Not to say that people don't, but the fact that you need medicine to fix all of that stuff. That's one of the biggest health lies.
That's facts. That's facts,
Yeah,
bro. That's facts.
That's one of the biggest health lies.
For sure. One toxic habit that you still have.
Man, one toxic habit that I still have, how I respond to certain things. I can become, if you toxic, it depends on the day and the time. I'm gonna be back toxic with your ass. I'm gonna match it.
Yeah, you match energy.
I'm gonna match your energy.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely an energy matcher.
Yeah,
Like,
me too.
Definitely. Like, I pick and choose it though. So like, you might be on some shit. You might catch me. I got time today, bitch. I got time.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I'm gonna go back and forth with your ass. That's one of my toxic traits.
For sure. Money or respect?
Respect. I want respect.
Explain.
I'm built on respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With me, I was taught and I was raised on respect is earned, not given. So I do everything in my power to earn the respect of everybody around me. You know what I'm saying? So I prefer to be respected. I move in a manner that where I'm gonna respect everybody around me and I'm gonna give respect, but I could be super disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
when I got when the respect is there, the money gonna come.
Facts.
Because I'm a credible person that people gonna want to drive their money to. You know what I'm saying? In that manner. So I'm gonna take the respect that's gonna bring me all the money.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Is money freedom or does it just add pressure to your life?
Money add pressure to your life. You know what I'm saying? It brings a lot of different things to your life. Freedom being a part of it, depending upon how much money you got. But money brings a lot of pressure to you, man. It brings a lot of unwanted problems. It brings a lot of unwanted people. It brings a lot of fucked up energy. It brings entitlement. It brings a lot of things into your life, man, because money has no true value in real, you know.
Yeah.
And people value it different than you. When you the person that's with the money, it depends on how you got the money.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? I work for my money.
I work for mine too.
I look at my money different.
Yeah, I look at mine as like a tool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't love or like glorify money. You feel what I'm saying? I look at it as a tool for me to have a better life and do things for others and do things for myself that I never could do when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? That's
you
how
need it.
Yeah, you definitely need it.
You need it. But when I say it's like bring you more problems, it's like for me, I find myself daily like just checking like to make sure I can survive with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people get that shit and it's like a sense of power. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
you know, I'm definitely gonna pick the respect part.
Yeah,
of it,
facts.
bro. Like,
Yeah, facts.
I know how to get me some money. So when I had them conversation, man, I'm a financial person to the heart of me.
You a
Like,
pure hustler.
pure hustle.
Man, let's talk about your brand, bro. Like, how did you come up with the brand, and like, how did you know that? I know you always said the word pure,
Always.
but how did you know you wanted it to be like something that you can wear, like a marketing brand too as well?
Basically, I've been in the fashion. Like, I was in the fashion when I was young. I used to take the crayons and draw out like pictures and then iron them on the shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you could put, you know, I'm spilling the ink, but crayons will go on the white tees. So I used to make all the t-shirts and stuff back in the day. And like I say, I was the insecure kid that my mama kept me fly. Everybody know I was dressed. New Jordan before they came out, whatever. So probably about 2010, somewhere around there, 2009, me and my brother Ben, man, shout out Ben. We were two young boys growing up on Cleveland Avenue, man, that we used to go Panhandle. We used to go to Piggly Wiggly and Kmart. Everybody who really around there that's around our age, you know us. We carried buggies. We used to rig the machine, the claw machine, to get the bears out, selling the bears. Man, we used to play with the candles and the baking soda, and we were just some hustling ass young boys around Cleveland Avenue when we were like 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. Derivian Fleetwood, you know, like. But me and Ben more so was the one. We were together every day. And 2010, I seen Ben up on Metropolitan, man, the club that used to be at the top. I can't remember the name of it that particular night. I jump out the car, and man, bruh, we talk, and when we finished talking, he'll be like, "Pierre," you know what I'm saying? Like, just me and him when we talk to each other. And I started correlating that shit every day. Like, when I would post something way back, I just put Pierre, you know what I'm saying? Pierre. And then one day I was like, I got to take this a step further. Because people always crucify me when I say Pierre. Like, oh, nigga, you think you the realest nigga? Like, nah, bro, we never meant we was the realest nigga. We always meant, like, Pierre is raw and uncut. You know what I'm saying? Free of all contamination. You could look the definition up of it, right? So I always would tell myself, like, I'm a pure hustler. I went back to when I was young, you know what I'm saying? Implement the hustler with the peer. And shit, when I made my LLC and made my business, bro, like I had to put the part of my life in my brand. So what made me put it on wax is like, hey, I want people to put my brand on and feel what I feel when they put it on. When you walk around, your shirt say pure hustler. It's like, this me, this who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wear my shit with confidence. Like, nigga, I'm a pure hustler. You know what I'm saying? So it do something for you. Like, when you reach a part, I got a community, bro. I tell everybody, once you transition to being raw and uncut and free of contamination, the contamination in your mind is the toxicity, the ability to want to be somebody else, the ability not to want to be yourself. Once you reach a part of your life, bro, where you just have a true understanding of who you are and this is who I am and this is what you get, you became pure.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what it is. You're a thief. Hey, bro, I steal. I am a thief.
Right.
This is what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You pure. It don't matter what you doing.
Right.
You at your rawest form to the people that's in front of you. You not trying to put no mask on to get somebody to accept another version of what you is so you can fuck them over. You fuck people over by not being yourself.
Facts.
And then your mask come off. That's how you fuck a motherfucker over. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to always be myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? In a world that's tainted with so much bullshit, and you got to deal with the narrative of who you are every day. Like, oh, he think he this, or he think no. Come over here. I'm gonna tell you what's up with me.
Yeah, facts.
Whether you want to believe it or not, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But I choose to have another pure individual sitting across there so we can just have a great understanding.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So that's where my brand, that's where I get
Facts.
from. And this one of my
That
coats.
shit clean as hell, bro. I wish you would have brought me one of them motherfuckers. But
Man,
I'm gonna buy one for you. I'm gonna buy one for you.
Man, I did these jackets some years ago, and I made them like a limited edition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I cop though.
But yeah, I pull it out every now and then, bro.
Yeah, nah, that bitch
I
hard.
got you one.
Yeah, for sure.
Get you one.
Man, let me ask you this, bro, cause you big on faith. You big on just like you a go getter, number one. You know what I'm saying? What's your biggest fear? Just like in life, what's your biggest fear? It doesn't have to pertain to like losing anything or whatever, but what's your biggest fear?
I don't really have many fears, and one of my biggest fears has already happened to me. So dying, I'm not afraid of death. I done lived a third of my life. I understand that if it's some weak ass nigga or some bullshit happen to me tomorrow, like my faith overstands anything. I feel like I can stand in front of the barrel of a gun and tell a nigga, hey bro, like you tripping. You know what I'm saying? I don't really fear them type of things. I've been through so much adversity and so much behind the scenes fixing this problem and fixing that problem and that. My biggest fear was my child losing, feeling like I lost my child. And even though my child 18 years old, it makes me emotional to feel like I feel like I lost that battle. Even though it's an ongoing battle, I feel like when she hit 18, I felt like she was gonna be able to get everything that was my fear, bro. Like she wasn't gonna fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? The way I feel I deserve to be fucked with because I did it to my mama. Like my mama had to wait till I was 30 years old, bro, before I gave her real actions of love. Before I gave her real actions of that's my son. Not just I love you. We're taught to say we love our relatives, but we really love our family. Yeah, you understand what I just said?
Say it again. Break it down to me.
We're taught to have an action to think we love our relatives, but we really love our family. Because your family is your people that have shown you the action of love. They ain't your relatives. They might not be your blood.
Damn.
You understand what I'm saying? See, your blood is only your relatives. Your family is the people that come into your coat every day, that pour into you, that check on you, that know your favorite color, that know about Veto, that know what you like, that know when you talk in this type of way, he going through this, he going through that. It's not, oh, you got to call. It's the people that love you and they show an action behind loving you.
Yeah, facts.
See, your family, your relatives is just the people that, oh, that's my daddy. Of course I love my daddy. No, fuck him. He ain't never did that for me. He don't know me. And see, I could talk that because I went through that. And I'm not saying fuck my daddy.
Yeah, no, you just saying that.
I have said fuck my daddy before. In full transparency. Because daddy is just a word. I used to say, that's my sperm donor. Because it's just a word. And when you pull up the action behind a daddy is a person, a daddy and a father is a daddy is a person that has a relationship with his child. A father is a man that has a relationship with his child. They the same thing. So if I never had a relationship with you, how can I call you daddy? But we taught out of birth to say daddy and not respect the person that don't have a relationship with their kids. So it's so many women and men out here forcing their kids to give a man some respect that he didn't earn. You get what I'm saying? So with me, my fears, I had that fear too. You know what I'm saying? And the day I got the phone call that my dad had transitioned, that was one of my fears. Because I ain't get to make that right. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have no regrets. But my biggest regret is my child living, and when she started making a turn towards me and don't communicate with me a certain manner, I'd be like, damn, bro, like, this me. Like
all over again.
Yeah, like this me, bro. Like I put in a lot of work to become me. Like I'm a credible, valuable person. Like you don't value me, you'll choose not to fuck with me. And that was one of my biggest fears.
So was it because, and again, because I heard you say this, you said because you showed that to your mom, but has she ever showed you that, like on her like journey to
My mom?
No, your
My daughter?
your daughter, like on her journey to become 18, like has she showed you kind of like traits of what you are familiar?
Showed my mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, no, I ain't gonna lie, man. My daughter, when she was growing, man, you used to ask my child, like, where your daddy at? I just remember these moments. And she'd be like, my daddy working. She would be excited. You know, my daughter would see me and run up to me and hug me. My daughter come around, she'll be all over me. Daddy, she was a daddy's girl. Like, I love my daddy, my daddy, my daddy. And then along the path, I take accountability for some of the stuff too. Because when she was like 10 years old, man, I started being able to be like, tell her mom, like, if she don't want to come up here, she don't got to come. You know what I'm saying? Instead of still forcing, you know, that situation to be what it was. And then when I got with Quan and started moving around, my ex was great. She was great at going to get her and still allowing her to still have that balance. And, hey, look, when you get up here, we finna call your daddy. You know what I'm saying? But parenting is if you got two parents in, it's a two-way street. if you're a single parent for real, it's a one-way street.
Right.
But it still take a village to raise your kids, but the village can't be broken up, bruh. And a lot of our villages are broken up because a lot of our households are so, when it's rules and it's structure, these people over here saying, man, your mama them tripping, man, da-da-da. Your daddy over here saying, this person tripping. In my case, I'm always looked at upon because I'm the militant one. I'm the force. I'm the everything. I'm like, I want the rules. It's, oh, your daddy be tripping. But y'all don't realize we are raising a child to be an adult.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is gonna carry into this. So I would rather her be like this than like y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, just being honest. Like, I'm looking at what you got going on. That ain't what I want for mine.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't get the kids to see that because they gonna go with what's easy. They gonna go where it's no rules at. You know what I'm saying? I use an analogy all the time, man, because I like to build stuff. You take concrete slab or house and it got a little crack in it. When the water flow, the water gonna find the weakest shit, and water damages everything.
Facts.
You're gonna have a hole in your roof, you're gonna damage your house with that crack right there. So kids like a crack, they wanna find a hole that they can get into that makes it easy for them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of fucking with a disciplinary. So I have faced my worst fear. My daughter don't fuck with me like that. And I could tell the world that. And it's hurtful. That shit breaks me down every day I think about it because I love her more than anything that I could desire in life. But just being able to deal with that, bro, sometimes it make me cry, bro. You know what I'm saying? I cry tears of sadness, pain behind that shit, because it be like, damn, bro, like, you don't want to know how I'm doing?
Yeah.
You don't want to come see me?
Right.
I'm the person that put my life on the line to make sure you have everything, but that's where I fucked up at too. Because people like to say, oh, they don't appreciate nothing. They not taught to fucking appreciate nothing. How do you tell a kid they don't appreciate something when they don't know what appreciation is? They've been given everything. You gave them everything. How they supposed to appreciate something? That's why you make your kids work. That's why you make your kids get jobs. That's why you make your kids clean up around the house and earn them $25. You don't. That's why you make them earn them joint. You make them earn something. Because guess what? I used to say, my daughter ain't gonna live how I live. She ain't gonna go without. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't go without.
Right.
My mama used to go to her sisters and shit and borrow money to buy me Jordans and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I still didn't have what everybody else had. So I didn't have my mama coming to my football game, baseball games, band. I ain't have that. My mama was at work, and I was faulting her for that. You ain't never here, but I ain't realize it. So when I say what I said about taking her through what I took my mama through, bro, I was rebellious toward my mama for a long time. Man, you ain't give a fuck about me, boo. My mama gave a fuck about me. That's why she was away from me.
That's facts.
She wasn't away from me selling pussy or doing no other shit. Yeah, she had little men she fucked with or whatever. But even with the men, she was taught that when you start having babies, these your babies. So she ain't let men interact with me and my sister like that. She didn't.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I fought at her for that. But she was just protecting us. And I wish other women had that because they want to put their babies around any nigga that say he fuck with her.
Yeah,
like, no,
facts.
protect your children.
You gotta show, like, that person has to show that they're capable and show that they really do love you to bring, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck love.
That's true.
In that case, you gotta adore me.
Yeah,
This shit, to be around my kid.
Yeah, facts.
Because the easiest way to take me out is my kid. You can put so much harm upon a person through their kid, bro. I used to tell my daughter's mother, man, watch who you got around our kid, bro. Cause we don't know right now have anything ever been put on her trauma-wise behind now one of these pussy-ass niggas. That's what I call them. Because it's pedophiles out here. It's all type of different. And when you raising a girl, it's different. They got titties. They little girls. They scared. They got fear. And see, my daughter probably, and I ain't gonna say it's true, but she grew up hearing that we was the bad guys. Like, your daddy, them niggas crazy. We are. I admit that. And I'm loony, retarded, stupid about my child. Like, it ain't gonna be me or you about her. It gonna be your family. Cause you do something to my kid, I gotta have everybody. So it's a fear that I have, bro. Like this, like I used to and I used to tell her mom, like, man, we can traumatize our kids with the people we choose to be around. I could have had a woman around that would hit her upside the head, or doing this. So I want a person that adore me or fuck loving me. Love is just a word for real. You know what I'm saying? That shit is a romantic relation or feeling that a person have. Man, give me somebody that's loyal to me and that adores me. And then we can open up the floodgate for my kid.
Damn.
Other than that, I don't want you around my child like that.
Damn.
And I never had my child around women like that. My child only been around at this particular point, and she 18, probably two women. She seen my ex, and she ain't been around no women like that. My daughter didn't get a chance to see that from me, bro.
Facts.
So when she got old enough for me to talk to her about girls and this and that, she probably be like, boy, my daddy crazy, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
whatever. But I ain't subject her life to that. She seen me in relationships. You know what I'm saying? She seen me in a relationship. Let's say that.
Facts.
That's what she seen.
Facts.
Because I was in that relationship 10 years of her life.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Wow.
yeah, I live my biggest fear, bro.
I wanna ask you something, bro. Like, are you and your daughter's mom still good, or y'all
Cool.
cool?
We cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the disconnect? I know y'all broke up, but like, what was the disconnect? Have you ever told her like how you feel openly? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Have y'all ever made amends and like actually sat down and probably talked about like anything? And if there's anything that you would want to say to her, if she,
Boy, you just open Pandora box, fool.
I mean, if there's anything you would want to say to her, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's good or something that you're bearing on your heart, what would it be?
Man, listen, let me say that, Veto. There's a lot of men out here that sat in this seat that I'm sitting in today that go out here in the world and we mischievous and, you know, we lust. We think we love and, you know, we have kids. My kid wasn't a mistake for me. You know what I'm saying? It was purpose on my part. I cared about my baby mom so much to where when the time came, it was a little bit of spitefulness in it too. But when it came, I really didn't care. She was fucking with a dude from back where she from or whatever. She went on fucking with the dude or whatever. I got an opportunity to fuck on her again. Shit, I'm like, I don't give a fuck what happened. You know what I'm saying? When she got pregnant, I stood up to the plate, even though she had been fucking with somebody else. I stood up to the plate. I told my mama, like when I first brought that to my mama, she said, you know, she be doing such and such. I said, I don't give a fuck what's going on. That's my baby. But see, my daughter mom don't know my integrity in terms of what I did. She just knew who I was as a man. So having a baby by me, she seen the glitz and the glamour of certain things. And this something that, you know, I would give her the opportunity to speak about me, but I felt like she never knew me. You know what I'm saying? But she knew he had some money. He was going to take care of his kid. My integrity part, I think she knew that because I went to her and I just was like that. But we were so toxic for so long because we were fighting that battle that I spoke about a while back. And a lot of men are forced to fight them battles because we could say all the time, watch who you have kids with. And that's true. Because I'm not ashamed to say like some of the stuff that I see is like, damn, we didn't align in that area. You know what I'm saying? So we was gonna disconnect in them areas. You know what I mean? So, you know, I was a little bit overwhelming at times. You know what I'm saying? Not because I wanted her or not because I wanted to be with her, none of that. I just wanted my child to be raised a certain type of way. But I was always fighting a battle of, you trying to control me. No, I just want to control a certain part of this narrative. Let's split it 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Don't do this, don't do that. And if it's anything that I ever had to tell her, like, I could speak in third person as if it was my spirit. The only thing I ever wanted to do, baby girl, was protect my child. That's all I ever wanted. I always just wanted to protect my child. And I always wanted to be a force and put my spirit in you and understand and get you to see the vision that I see of what I wanted our child to be able to become through the rules and regulations and morals and values that I wanted to instill in her. So allowing her to be friend, I ain't never been my daughter's friend. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a parent. With parenting comes a relationship and a vibe that make it feel like that. But I always wanted you to respect me.
There we go.
When I say something, have respect for what I say. My daughter don't have that, bro. Fear ain't respect. Fear is not respect. Fear is fear. You know what I'm saying?
So you think she fears you versus
She
respects you?
If I pop off at her, she know it's up. But she also knows, like, man, my dad ain't gonna do nothing to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? I'm his child. I'm his only child. And that type of stuff has been put in her. That type of stuff has been, oh, he ain't gonna bother you. I done heard him say it. You know you ain't gonna do that. You know if she have a baby, you gonna be there for that baby. No, the fuck I'm not. I told y'all she don't even need to be having no kids until she get to a certain area. But they'll be telling her like, whatever, your daddy just talking. You have a baby, I ain't take care of no motherfucking children. I don't want to take care of no kid. If my 18-year-old had a kid right now, bro, I'm gone. You can go on your way with that because you rebelled and went and did something that I'm telling you, live your life. Go live for a little while. Go live. Don't do what me and your mama did. You was 18, I was 20-something.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Don't do what we did. Go try to balance your life out a little bit more. You might decide you don't even want no kids. I don't feel like having kids is the most glorious thing. I don't. People come to me and say, man, I'm gonna have a baby. I be like, shit, welcome to death row.
You hold on, bro. That's how you feel.
Fuck yeah. Even though it's a blessing upon God for us to reproduce, bro, think about having a kid in these times, brother. Well, every time, bro, I worry about my child 24/7. That's probably why my blood pressure be high.
Yeah.
They out here fucking. They out here riding around in cars. They walking through the malls. They little girls. These pedophile ass niggas everywhere. Man, that shit stressful. Think about it, bro. You have kids that you got to worry about every day, bro. The only way not to worry about them is not to give a fuck about them. People say, oh, my faith is going to carry. No. Hell no. It's people out here that's after your children. And the society's so fucked up in what's being fed to our children. If you don't have no control over the situation, bro, your kids fall victim to the cultural bullshit. So you forced to be controlling to try to get them to understand something. And in that manner, you looked at upon like, boy, you irrational or you just over the top. Yeah. So yeah, I tell people, well, that shit ain't peaceful. I don't know too many people. And I used to suffer with saying everybody and speaking like I knew facts on everything, which I do know facts on shit, but I don't know everybody's situation. But boy, I know a lot of people went through hell with having children. Hell. It'd be cool when you're doing the baby shower, when they're kissing on the stomach and all that. But boy, look at here. How many people get married now? Bro, we got the lowest percentage of marriage rate in the world.
I feel like that's
bullshit.
Yeah, I feel like that's subjective too because of what we consume. Like you said that earlier.
All of what we consume.
We consume social media. We consume the ideology of like, hey, fucking marriage is not nothing no more.
It ain't.
And that's what people, you know what I'm saying? That's what people are force fed. You know
and
what I'm
saying? When I say it ain't, it's like, I don't give a fuck how many movies you put out right now in today's time. You've given people a tool to be able to say, that shit ain't really real. So how do you bring it back? You can't bring that shit back. These people that learn this behavior, when they put these motherfuckers in our hand, this the new TV. We got AI. We got this motherfucker here is death.
Facts.
It help us gain. It help us lose. It do everything we needed to do. They set bombs off with telephones. You feel me? Thanks. So it's like, yeah, I say that. And I tell people all the time, like, shit, I don't want no more children. Like, I frown upon it. Like, hell no. Like, I went through hell with that shit.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. This conversation right here, this part of the conversation, people gonna be mad at. I think we need to put this on Patreon to make some money on this motherfucker.
Man, let's do whatever.
But again, bro, I know we coming to a close, bro. 2025, bro. If you could just tell your younger self anything before we get up out of here, what would it be? It doesn't have to be long-winded, but what would it be?
My younger self, man. If I could have to tell my younger self anything, man, is, hey, man, I ain't make no mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I would have been a little bit more forceful with myself back in the day than I am now, and I would have been a little bit more outspoken. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you know. So, live life. You know what I'm saying? Continue to grow. Always have faith in self. You know what I'm saying? Become your purest form, and you know, hey man, live to die, and understand that while you living, you gotta really live. Most people ain't really living, bro. You know what I'm saying? They just here.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would tell my inner self, man. And get what? I pop it, man. You know, shit. September the 5th, I lost my brother, bro. And bro didn't get to pop it how the fuck he wanted to pop it. So it's one of them things. You asked me last time, what would I tell him? It's like I tell myself that shit, bro. I learned from saying that when I said it on your show, bro. Like, hey, bro, be you. Kick it. I watched how the world did, bro. I watched how people tried to treat bro like he was one of these. No, Shawty wasn't one of them. Shawty was him in real life. I see to listen to this shit nowadays, and I be like, bro, we took this shit for granted. Like, I never took it for granted because I knew. But nigga, I ain't playing with myself while I'm here. I thought I done lost something that precious to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say that come out my mouth. Like you say with that part of the segment, hey, bro, that's my truth. You can't tell me what I went through with my truth. I can't tell you what you went through. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, God give us a tool and a gift to reproduce or whatever. But get what? Hey, man, that's my truth.
Facts.
Can't nobody tell me what pain or what suffering I done went through, and I don't want to go through it no more. Facts. And I feel like that part of life was suffering. Damn. And I don't want to suffer no more. So it's watching my brother do what he had to do, bro, and kind of sort of in a sense take his own life. Man, fuck what a person feel. You understand what I'm saying? Because, boy, this tattoo on my arm, I don't wish to put no more on me, boy. Shawty was him. And I don't give a fuck what no nigga say. That nigga was in our flesh. We got a chance to experience him, Veto. Mm-hmm. And we got a chance to experience the world in a percentage, bro. Treat him like, whatever. I done been in a barbershop and hear niggas say, man, that nigga ain't no J. Cole. Ain't no who. Who gonna play with Shawty with them words? Who? Name them. Who gonna play with Shawty? But we ain't realize what was right there because we were living in such a time where it was so comparison. And comparison ain't real comparison. Comparison based on popularity, man. Mm-hmm. So, nigga, you hard as hell, but you ain't that popular. Soon as you become popular, you gonna be hard as hell to them. Get it? Mm-hmm. Not Veto hard as hell. Veto doing a podcast. Now, who fucking with Shawty? I'm listening to you do your interview, guy. Stand on that shit. Thanks. You feel me? I'm listening to your content, how you put this shit out, how you talking, how you doing what you doing. But get what, bro? Somebody say some bullshit that'll knock your confidence down. Man, ain't nobody knocking my confidence down no more. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. These are my words. Mm-hmm. If you don't like them, fuck you. You feel me?
Bro, I love you, bro.
I love you too, bro.
Real
you know
shit,
it.
bro. And I'm always appreciative to be in your presence. You know what I'm saying? Because I learn shit. That's why I really don't. I talk when I'm around you, but I like to gain knowledge too as well. Nah, it's two people that I love to just hear talk, and I just gain a lot of knowledge. That's you and Bank.
Yeah, Bank, man.
I love both of y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Bank, bro.
Yeah, shout out
Bank was one of the first few people. I knew Bank wasn't watching me, but I knew Bank knew me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I remember back in the day, Gooch around, and we'll be around Bank them and shit. The old Bank, big Bank.
Big Bank.
You know what I'm saying? And Bank don't know where I come from or none of that, man, but Bank probably, I ain't even talked to Bank about it, bro, but Bank met my dad, bro. My dad had told him he had been locked up 30 years. Bank kind of took to him. Mm-hmm. And bro, I was kind of afraid to show him the picture of my dad and shit and be like, bro, my dad talk about him, they talked about each other. He like, bro, this is my daddy. But when Pop passed, I just was like, boy, I ain't even want to put that shit on Bank. Like, but Bank was one of them people. I knew he wasn't watching me like that, but Bank text me, he DM'd me one day and was like, boy, you need to start your podcast. I had already been doing it. Thanks. But that shit made me really be like, damn, bro, I ain't hating, bro, telling me to get on what he on. You know what I'm saying? And he tell me that shit all the time, and he's giving me opportunities on his platform, you know what I'm saying, which has given me other opportunities to go on bigger platforms and, you know, be on y'all shit. So, you know, and I was doing this shit before everybody, for real. Right. You know what I'm saying? I took to the podcast world a long time ago, but I just fell back, and I was like, you know what? I want to just go sit on the couch.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of me interviewing and doing this, I want to go talk, man. So, yeah, man, shout out Bank for that shit, man, you know, because I hit him up. He'll text me back. He be busy as hell, but I fuck with Bank. And it's just facts. To see a dude transition and have that type of intellect, bro, that shit mean everything. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And buddy, every time I put him on my page, he go fucking viral.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, but nah, bro, real talk, man. I appreciate you, bro. I always tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Tell the people where they can find you.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm on all platforms right now. Rich Homie Monte, Monta. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's Monte.
Monte. Yeah. Bro, yeah, in my phone, that's what it, like, bro.
Your phone be saying that?
Bro, in my phone, it's spelled like that. And I was like,
yeah, you know, it's Monte.
Like, yeah.
But my mom, man, you know, I'm in my 40s, bro. And back in the day, it's been a big ongoing argument about the correction of my name. My mom was like, I got your name out of baby book. And, you know, it was Monte. Yeah. And people in our time. And, you know, like my ex will argue that point. Like, your name is Monte. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, I understand what you saying in today's time that I'm intelligent and smart enough to understand. Some days I'll be like, man, I'm going to put an E on the end of my name. And other days I'll be like, man, it's me. Facts. It's how it is. My mama called me Monte, you know what I'm saying? That's me. So, you know, man, I appreciate you having me, bro. It's always a blessing to be able to come sit down and know that we trying to put something else out here to the world. I'm always open to it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. We got to do some more shit, but 2026 gonna be big for both of us, bro. And I'm anxious to see where it takes you and me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm out of here. Promise you that you out of here. You feel me? Cause get what? Wherever I go, you going with me.
Let's get it. Vice versa. Vice versa.
Shit, let's do it.
Hey, man, it's been another episode of Vibing with Veto, man. You already know the slogan. We vibrating higher, always chasing purpose over popularity. And we gone.